A lot of independent artists think that if they own their masters, they're all set. But what if I told you you could own your masters and literally still be leaving thousands on the table? Today, we're going to be breaking down publishing and masters. We're going to talk about what the difference is, and we're also going to talk about why a lot of indies lose out. Hey, for those of you who don't know me, my name is LoNdoN, music producer and your guide to the music business without all the gatekeeping. If this sounds like you might want to stick around. You can hit that bell and subscribe right here. You can also follow me and my brother Zen for more fire music and tips like this at A.M.N Pro Beats on YouTube, IG, and TikTok. Let's get into it. So when you talk about the difference between masters and publishing, it's very important to understand how a song is actually broken down. A song is broken down into two parts. You got recording and you have your composition. The recording refers to the file. And again, I go over this in my copyright video, so if you guys are confused, I'll make sure I link it below. Look at that video and subscribe to the channel for more artist tips. But the recording is very important to understand because you got to think about how many different recordings of a song there actually are. You got your recording with just your music, that's your instrumental. You can have your recording with just the lyrics, a cappella. You can have a recording that is a clean edit. You can have a DJ edit. You can have a radio edit. It's so many different recordings, and owning the right to those recordings is important for independent artists, don't get me wrong, because if you don't own the rights to your masters, then you can't control a damn thing that's done with your music, and that is a problem. However, it is not the only source of money, and that is what I want you to take away from this video today. The source of your master's money is called recording royalties. Recording royalties pay for the recording of the song, and basically it comes from streaming. Okay, so streaming is one source, and the sale of your song or license of it through like maybe some kind of sync deal. So if you're not selling or streaming your music, you don't have any masters money. One thing I do want to say, because I just know this is going to come up as a question, is that if you have a music distributor, you still own the rights to your master. Distributors do just that. They distribute the music to different platforms so that they can collect those master recording royalties for you. But that does not mean that they own those rights. And if by some craziness in their contract, they say that they own the right to your masters by distributing your music, I certainly recommend that you go seek some legal help before signing anything like that, because that is bananas. So if it's not you that actually owns the rights to your master recording, it's usually a publishing company, right? Or a record label. And that's where things could get really murky, because let's say Spotify streams your music, right? You get 1 million streams. Whoever owns the rights to the master recording is who's going to receive those master royalties. So if your label owns the rights to your recording, your master's royalties are no longer yours. If they're not yours, that only leaves you with the publishing side. Let's talk about that. Publishing royalties, which was in my last video, which I'll also link below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you found that video helpful. Consist of 4 different types, right? So publishing royalties, again, relate to the composition. The composition is going to be everything that you hear when the song is actually sung. That's mainly your lyrics and melody. So there are 4 different revenues here that you can collect on behalf of the lyrics and melody of the song. You got your performance royalties, your mechanical, your print, and your sync. And I've gone over this already, so I won't harp on that too much in this one. So to drive this point home, we're going to talk about the big mistakes that I see independent artists make that you're not going to make because you watch this video. Mistake number 1. Only signing up with a distributor. And it's not that I don't like distributors. I don't think they're necessary. They're completely optional. But if you're going to use a distributor, they only pay for the master recording royalties. Understand that on the publishing side, you're still missing out on your mechanical streaming royalties. So you got to have the two put together in order to make 100%. Biggest mistake number 2, which kind of goes hand in hand with number 1, now that I'm thinking about it. Biggest mistake number 2 is not being signed up for a PRO. If you're not signed up with a PRO, but you still got your ass out here performing, what are you doing? Am I turning blue yet? I truly feel like I am. As an independent artist, it is so easy for you to miss out on money. What you need to do is make sure you understand your masters and your publishing royalties, and make sure that you maximize your sources of revenue on both sides of the coin. If you found this video helpful and you'd like more artist tips, make sure you hit that bell and subscribe. And remember, don't just make music, make money from every part of it. See you next time. A.M.N.